I need those. Going up to Upper Coomera. It's a little bit further up today. Probably have a job, personal training in Upper Coomera, starting soon. So just right. I've got all the plans ready for everybody that wants to get going, get started. And hopefully I'll be able to make some video at the gym as well. Might just leave that open, it's a bit hot. But definitely get on the app. Just my Google Classroom. It's going to be really helpful. Yesterday's Jack Nicklaus. It's Jack Nicholas. AI. It's still not. Can't get the name Jack Nicholas right. What else can I get right now? Anyway, I cut myself on the side of my leg.
Drive safely.
Okay, drive safely. Thank you for reminding me, Navman. So let my car warm up for a minute. What's that noise? Oh, it's a bird. Anyway, so I'll turn the aircon off. Going to be, so there's a few little details that you've got to take care of in this country anyway compared to others. I'll tell you that. Number one, you need all your watch out for your kid. Your personal liability indemnity insurance. Okay, I've got all that.
Continue straight onto Captain Cook Drive.
Okay, this guy's stopping. Yes, one of those mine businesses. Just let him know. Thank you. So
continue straight onto Captain Cook Drive.
The plans I have are going to be pretty good. It's keeping it simple, and it's not with any of the fake computer animated images. The one thing I noticed with those computer made images, they don't talk to you while they're doing them, or they show a very computerized version of the movement. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Luckily I've made all the videos anyway while I was in Pattaya, Thailand. I noticed here in Australia people don't produce as much content. I guess they're not relying on monetization of their content like some of the influencers or the gym goers, that's a good word, do in like Thailand. I met a couple of girls who made 20-30,000 US a month from their videos in Thailand. And these are Thai girls, and the Filipino girl. They're still on my Line app, like WhatsApp. In Thailand they use Line a lot more than WhatsApp. Although most people have WhatsApp in Thailand too, sort of a backup, I guess. But okay. So here I think they don't make that kind of money, so they don't know, or they're just not interested in making that kind of money through. What I would do if I was an Australian gym owner, I would build an influencer gym that where people could get, you didn't have to bring their own tripods, they could be there, and alright, working. They could just borrow a tripod, but also the content could be used by the gym itself. And you have basically a cloud-based editing system where everyone shares their own content. Well, if they don't want it, they don't have to share it. But every single time they made a video, they had to give credit to the gym. The gym can monetize the video as well, but there would have to be a couple of links put in the influencer's video about the gym and about the gym's Shopify, about their Amazon shop, about their eBay shop. And they built like a gym show. That'd be great. Of course, the one thing is you couldn't have people sitting on the machines all day, so you would definitely have the video savvy staff who, when they walk into the gym and someone goes, I'm making video today, they go, oh, so is that person over there, let me introduce you to them, and you guys can go back and forth, take video for each other. Building that community. I have found that here they don't do anything like this. It sort of seems like people keep to themselves, and I think that if anybody had my idea in their brain, they owned the gym, they'd be multi-millionaires in about a year. And we've seen this with Americans. Of course, the Americans are good at what they do with the social media, and they all make $1 million a year each. But I just found that there's a lot more really old school stuff going on. That may have worked 20 years ago, but today it's just not going to. And here's the other one. I'm going to tell you, whoa, what's that? Oh. So, the biggest one would be this. People want to go to the gym. Don't just try to sell them the membership. Try to sell them the members. So, if somebody new comes to the gym, ask some of the longer standing members of the gym, or we've got a new person, do you mind just hanging out with them for the day? And they've made a friend. Get that going. It's going to be much more powerful tool than saying, oh yeah, get a membership and come in and lift a weight. Now, oh yeah, look, if you come down right now, I'll pair you with David, and you can work out with him for 20 minutes. Yeah, no problem, great, sounds cool. A lot of people are hesitant because they don't know anybody coming into the gym, or they already go in their groups, and that group is sort of a closed group. I've seen this. I've seen it in Thailand as well. And I just think that it's not how you really build your community. You build it by introducing other members to new members, so that they know somebody finally, and then they'll feel confident enough to speak to others. That's like easy stuff for me to think about. I just don't really understand why people wouldn't be doing it. And I just think it's too hard. But the other reason is that once you have an established system and it's beautiful 1990 model Toyota Camry SE. Wow. You know what? My dream car, to you it might be a Lamborghini. Mine would be a 1990 model Toyota Camry SE or Toyota Corolla SE. Automatic or 5-speed manual is fine. But in pristine, original, immaculate condition. I would love to find one. But anyway, getting back to it. Once you're established, it's very hard to break the mundane routines unless you bring in new talent that is used to a newer, more modern way of doing things. The problem with that, though, is it upsets the steady status quo of the business. And I think most people are a little bit afraid of that. And got to make sure there's no cars behind me. And you've got to always be very careful of.
Continue for 1.5 kilometers.
What the? Hitchhiking is not smart. Not in this country, the police will just arrest you. And they'll make things worse because they'll charge you with something. I don't know what they'll charge somebody with, but they'll charge you with something. Anyway, a vagrancy, isn't it? I think. But anyway, getting back to it. You've got to have a system in place that makes new members feel very comfortable. And a lot of gyms in Australia don't know how to do it because they haven't produced something like that before. And I'll tell you what, if they did it, that'd be the most popular gym on the Gold Coast. Yeah, they'll do very well. And that car's way too close. And he's going to look at me. Yeah, they always do that. They always look. I'm seeing 10 kilometers under the speed limit. I think it's 100 now. I'm doing 90. I don't go over 90, it doesn't matter what the situation is. Even if I'm on a freeway, I am not going over 90 kilometers an hour. Anyway, the gym show concept, I think, just getting people in, getting them connected, getting them hooked up, know that they're going to meet these people as well, because it can be it can be a bit of a daunting experience for some people. I met a lady who was rather large, about probably 250 pounds, about 5'6". She'd go to the gym, and I just said, "You got it, you can do it." I was like, nothing. It was the biggest. Like, you wouldn't think, you don't have to think to do this. It should come with your nature. She said, "You're the first person that's come up to me since I started a month ago." I was like, yeah. That is the saddest part. I just said, yeah, that's sad, isn't it? She goes, yeah, it sort of is. So I was, probably going to quit. But that was in Sydney. That was Snap Fitness. Got a whole bunch of different cards there, but all kinds of cool stuff. Don't have one for sock puppets yet. See, Yeah, I'm scared of sock puppets, so I want the business card for the sock puppet businesses, so I know not to go there. Anyway, you know, you could randomly just walk in and there's sock puppets everywhere. I don't want that. Some people do love sock puppets, I respect that. But anyway, it's okay, 54. So I don't really see them building this community. And then I went to meet the guy from Good Life. He was a senior guy. I'm not going to say his name. He had he had no ability to use his imagination. I could just see straight through him that he had a very successful run in Indonesia. While Indonesia was growing the middle class, and it was sort of bringing a lot of people started to go to the gym, and that's his claim to fame. And the problem there is, mate, it wasn't you, it was the fact that Indonesians started to see health and fitness as something. It's like the guys who were at Fitness First in Thailand years ago did quite, you know, they got 10-15% membership increase each year. And that's their claim to fame. Well, that happened because Thailand started to get more people into the gym. Just simply because they had a little bit more free time, they were making a little bit more money, and they wanted to exercise. And, you know, it's not because of your great genius or your infinite wisdom. It was just simply luck. You know, and I've seen that happen quite a lot. But no, I haven't really seen anybody really come up with a great grand new idea for Australia, but there's 100,000 gyms here on the Gold Coast and they're all vying for membership. And how are they going to do it? Going back to the same old thing? Because I've seen some of the ways they do things for different gyms. They all do exactly the same thing. There is no, you know, there's no new thinking patterns. There's nothing. It doesn't change, and so it's really important to better develop your ability to do things, new things that are going to be interesting and innovative. And I remember when I was speaking to this guy from Good Life that he made the dumbest comment I had ever heard. I could not believe how dumb it was. I said, you know, you need a gym show. You need something that. What the heck? Someone's got a motorcycle. Got to watch out then. You know, I said you've got to have a gym show. You've got to get the trainers online. You've got to get people to know who they are, what they're doing, all this. And he goes, no, we want them to come into the gym. I go, what do you think? Of course they're going to come in. I thought to myself, of course they're going to come in. They're starting to know everybody in the gym. They're starting to feel comfortable with them. Before they even come to the gym, they sort of already know these people. It's going to be an incredible benefit. He couldn't see it that way, and I was just like, wow. Because I spoke to, I simply emailed a couple of people who have gyms in the US, and they, what do you call it? Like, they own gyms, and they said our social media channel, our videos,
In 50 meters at the roundabout,
we did so well for membership afterwards. You know, we did so well. Like, I said, were you shocked? And they go, yeah, that's the right word, shocked. It was big, like 50% increase in 6 months. And the other thing is, what you have to do is you have to superset people together. So when you have your plans for people, is you get them to train together. You guys are doing these things. You guys should cooperate and sort of come in at the same time and be working out together, supporting each other, and you're going through at the same level with the same things. That's another thing, and nobody sort of seems to be doing stuff like that.
in 400 meters.
Seem to be just get
Continue straight to
just hope for members to sign up, and I just think it just sounds ridiculous because I want to find a place where I'm watching the personal trainers online. I'm going, they seem really cool and nice. They seem to be really supportive, not very obnoxious or not very, dismissive. That's the other one. Like they'll just dismiss you. I saw this German guy in Thailand. This girl kept saying her knee hurts, her knees, He just completely dismissed it, and she just walked away from the gym. And I said to her a couple of weeks later, I sent her a message, what happened? And she said, my knees in so much pain. I go, yeah, he was basically, he was going to cause you great damage to your medial cruciate ligaments. He's not a certified, qualified personal trainer. He hasn't passed any accreditation standards. He just called himself a trainer because he started lifting stuff and taking steroids. And you fell for it because he was a blonde German guy with blue eyes, and
Turn right onto crossover.
Okay, so that's cool, but I just said, just come back, I'll just show you what to do, and then he stopped hurting. But it's not because I'm special, it's just because anybody would have done that same thing. But no, the gyms have to pair people together, let people know they're doing the same things, or blah blah, this, that, instead of just dismissing them all the time. Now, is this lady watching? No, she wasn't watching. Anyway, I'm here in Upper Coomera now.
Your destination is on the right.
So I just got to park somewhere. Let's see. Oh, it's Japanese. Sorry. That's the Hyundai car. I want one of those. Whoa, I came in a little bit deep. Whoa! Okay, I mean a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Hokkaido. That's deep in Japanese. I miss Japan a lot. Alright. And that is the end of day.